You better bet your bottom dollar Bitcoin's here to stay.
Good afternoon. Here we are, another one. So I had some feedback from my niece who said the information I provide is boring. I talk too slow. The gaps between my speech is too long. And we are at Bitcoin block height 946535. That was mined via BTC. 95.33 of all Bitcoin has now been mined. So buy $50, learn about Bitcoin, financial advice. Today we have special guest Samson Mow, CEO of Jan3 and miner. In one word, Samson, are you concerned about quantum?
No.
Thank you very much. Short and sweet. No, we're not concerned about quantum. I've been given my orders by Mrs. Mears to sort out the potatoes. We're going to do jacket potatoes. So we've got some Agria spuds. So we're going to sort these out. Dug fresh out of the ground. So we'll sort them out. Got the old scrubby brush, multi-purpose. So the thing with the quantum computing regarding Bitcoin is there are no quantum computers. They don't exist. It's theoretical at the moment. We've got a high cost point. One of the things for quantum is the scalability, and then once you've even got quantum, it's the stability of it, the error correction. If you remember the early LLM models, they're just terrible. And even now, Grok gets stuff wrong, misinterprets, misunderstands all the time. So you've got an error correction basis there. We're 15 years away, 20 years away. It's theoretical. Bitcoin hides the public keys, so quantum needs a full public key to try and hack, if you like, the private key, and then gets access to the funds. So if you have proper management, you don't reuse Bitcoin addresses and modern practices, SHA-256, it's already quantum resistant. So again, no issue. One of the things with quantum is how it actually works is it speeds up quadratically, not exponentially. There's a dog in the shop. When you have to micturate, you've got to micturate. So the quantum speeds up not exponentially, and it uses Groover's algorithm, so it's not providing an advantage to quantum over any other computer you can already get, or servers. Lazarus Group, North Korea, they're doing a great job. They haven't got quantum, so it's not Bitcoin is not a static target. It's a moving target. It's being worked on. You can upgrade. There's of course miners who maintain blocks and verify transactions. It's not a static threat, and it's just simply not understood. So in summary, there's no immediate threat. You're going to drink my potato water. No immediate threat. It's not an existential threat. Basically, preparation is prudent. So as we say, it's a quantum's. That's the end of that. Samson proved it. I proved it. You can reference me, Ray Mears et al. 2026. End of conversation. And now I'm a little bit dry. I need to provide myself with some sustenance. We have it looks like Mrs. Mears has already been into this. So we've got a Syrah, one of my little glasses I like to use. Because I'm bougie, this is a Hawke's Bay, New Zealand, which is in the North Island. Sustainably grown, it tells me. Syrah. Australians know that as Shiraz incorrectly because they're wrong. There's some vitamins and minerals. Very, very dark. Blood red, that gets described as. The bottle notes that unsurprisingly, they're dedicated to producing wines full of gusto, unique parcels of fruit. They strive to create very special wines which are approachable and delicious. Fun fact, they're both my middle names, Ray Approachable Delicious Mears. And once you approach Black Cottage, you will not want to leave. That sounds slightly threatening to me. It's 13 ABV, that's pretty pokey. And it's got a nice gold sticker. 5 stars, 93.5 points from Vine Orbit. Prost. Yes, I can verify that tastes. That tastes like wine. And it's red. Unlike Quantum, I can definitively state that is red wine. Cheers. Spuds with some dirt. They store really, really well. Agria, late season crop, approximately 120, 150 days to maturity. For any Latin speakers, Solanum tuberosum, or spud potato. It's actually a German potato, modified in the 80s as the 1980s, not the 1880s, and it was a quarter Semlow cross, and that became the Agria. A good example here, all of these, they're pretty uniform. Get these oblong shape, nice good sized spud, golden yellow. I may as well, that's why I'm out here. Yield Mrs. Mears nail brush. And what really helps these is if you can, just before you cook them, if you add a little bit of chicken spit into your there's all the chicken been drinking out my cleaning bucket. The chicken spit is optional. Buying the $50 worth of Bitcoin and learning about Bitcoin is not. So there we have. There's a few eyes on there. They'll come out there. That's no problem. It's nature. But gold and yellow, I describe that as. Flavor wise, it's a really super all-star. Earthy, I would say buttery flavor. They tend to go a little bit fluffy when they're cooked. I'm half tempted to do my Forrest Gump impression. I know all there is to know about the potato business. You know, fried potatoes, roast potatoes, baked potatoes, mashed potatoes, boiled potatoes. They really are all-star. Interestingly, low sugar content. So when you prep them, they don't go brown, which happens with a lot of potatoes. That's the sugar content. High in fiber, vitamins, vitamin C, vitamin B, antioxidants, and a great performing spud. These are going to be roast potatoes. I've been reliably informed. So I need to get on the duties. Yes, that's it. You can have some more potato water. I think you nope, didn't like the look of it. That's got a bit of soil in it. We've got Satoshi Nakamoto over there in the corner, making sure I'm doing it correctly. Couple of spuds, wrap them up. I might even get the fire going, pop them in the fire, bit of foil, bit of butter, boom. Quantum is not an issue, and short video. I need to keep my hydration up. Cheers. And I'll just leave you regarding quantum. Preparation is prudent, panic is not. We've got absolutely, I say I'm not going to rush into anything. And knowledge is power. How many analogies am I going to bring out? That may be the last one. Is that Spider-Man? Knowledge is power. With great power comes great potatoes. Have a good evening. Cheers.
You better bet your bottom dollar Bitcoin's here to stay.